Okay, so welcome to another comparison video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the 2022 Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite versus the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8, because why not? Let's go ahead and jump in. First things first, let's go ahead and do a price breakdown. Starting off with the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8 here, it will run you $230 if you were to buy that at the regular price. Right now, Samsung, I believe, is still running it for $180. So I make sure that I put the link in the description. Hopefully they're still valid, they'll still be good by the time you click the links. It's actually a temporary flash deal. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, on the other hand, will run you $350. Now, from the get-go, one of the main things that actually causes that huge gap in price differences would be the support for the Samsung S Pen, because you pay $350 here and it comes with a Samsung S Pen included. You pay $230 here, it doesn't come with anything, and it does not even support a Samsung S Pen. The next thing we need to talk about here is the storage. The Galaxy Tab A8 here at $230, the base storage would be 32 gigs of internal storage, whereas you get 64 gigs of internal storage here base with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. And of course, there are a ton more differences that we're going to go over here. Let's go ahead and first jump into just the design. This is a slightly larger tablet at 10.5 inches for that display, and of course the resolution here is 1200 by 1920. Here you have a 10.4 inches display with a resolution of 1200 by 2000. So PPI is already higher here than it is here, meaning, you know, images are going to be sharper on this tablet, on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite versus the Galaxy Tab A8 here. Now, both will share the same physical, features: power button, volume rocker, mic. They both have USB Type-C port. Of course, that is a standardized port, meaning it is compatible with a whole range of accessories out there, so that's always good to have them. You also have a headphone jack on either one of these tablets, which is always good. Now, most of these physical features are going to be the same on both tablets. Now, there are some key differences that are, we need to bring up. For example, the quad speaker setup that you have on the Galaxy Tab A8 versus the dual speaker setup that you have on the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, then you probably know where I'm going with this. The 4 speakers that you have on the Galaxy Tab A8, surprisingly, are louder than what you have on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, which is more expensive, right? But the difference here is that the sound on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite is crispier than what you have on here. So this is louder in terms of volume, definitely louder than this guy, but in terms of sound quality, this guy would be better. By the way, don't forget to hit both the like and the subscribe button there. I truly appreciate that. All right, so as far as the cameras go, on the back here, either one, you have an 8 megapixel on the Tab A, 8 megapixel on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. It's the same camera, by the way. And on the front, you have a 5 megapixel and a 5 megapixel on the Galaxy Tab A8 here. Picture quality, essentially the same. Now, one difference though, selfie camera on the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8 is on the long side of the tablet here, which is the correct way to have the camera, because as you making your video calls, this is how you holding your tablet. On the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite 2022, just like it was the case with the 2020 Tab S6 Lite, you have it at the top of the tablet there, so you have to hold your tablet this way for video calls. And that is pretty much it in terms of physical features that I want to highlight today. Now let's go ahead and jump onto the most important stuff here and talk performance, right? That's actually where these two very, very much differ. On the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, the 2022 Tab S6 Lite here, you have a Snapdragon chipset. It's a Snapdragon 720G. It is coupled with 4 gigs of RAM, right? As opposed to what you have here, which is a Unisoc chipset. It is a T618, and this is coupled with 3 gigs of RAM, I believe. I don't know why I'm hesitating. 3 gigs of RAM, 4 gigs of RAM. Snapdragon 720G, Tiger T618 for the power. So you can already tell, if you are familiar with the specs, that this guy blow this one out of the water. So the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite here just blows the Galaxy Tab A8 out of the water. Powerful tablet. And once you hook up some extra accessories to this, like a keyboard, a mouse, this can become like a mini laptop, right? It's not a laptop, but it can be used as a mini laptop, because it does support Samsung DeX, which the Galaxy Tab A8 does not. Samsung DeX, in case you don't know, is essentially a way for you to go ahead and change the UI, the way your laptop, the way your tablet looks, and make it look look more like a laptop and look and feel more like a laptop, right? So you have a desktop, you have icons that you can move around, you can open and toggle back and forth between multiple, display, multiple screens, multiple windows. It's very, very nice, and it is crucial for productivity. So if you do a lot of stuff, a lot of productivity related tasks, the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, you will absolutely love it, assuming you are in the market for either one of these two. As I mentioned, it does not support Samsung DeX, so everything that I just explained, it does not support that. So you can still use this for multitasking. You could still do some level of multitasking using, One UI. Samsung One UI is actually pretty good when it comes down to that multitasking stuff. So you can definitely do some level of that here. Now, in terms of just performance, it's a budget tablet, right? $230. It's a budget tablet. Don't expect, crazy amount of power coming out of this guy here. That's why I don't want to do a deep dive in side-by-side performance. I can only tell you that the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6, like the 2022 model, blows this guy out of the water. It is way ahead of this guy here. Now, that being said, the Galaxy Tab A8 is still a good tablet for the category that it's in, because remember, this video is more comparison of a budget tablet versus a mid-range tablet, and I'm doing this because I saw a few people asking if I could go ahead and make that video. But anyway, so with this guy, when it comes down to day-to-day activity, day-to-day task, obviously they'll pretty much do the same. They pretty much work about the same. The only difference is that the 2022 Tab S6 Lite will be opening things a little bit quicker than the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8 here. But anyway, so day-to-day, so light, navigating the internet, checking your email, all that good stuff is going to be fine on either one of these two. Medium task, this one is still going to be okay. You're going to get a slight edge on the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, but it's going to be okay. Now, once you hit heavy tasks, that's where the Tab A8 here will start struggling, whereas the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite is going to be just fine. So that's the difference there. Now, when it comes down to gaming also, light, medium games, you'll be fine with the Galaxy Tab A8. Some heavy games, you'll be okay. You would have to play with the, different settings to kind of tone it down a little in order for it to be able to handle it. But you'll be okay, right? A little bit of lagging here and there, just like it is the case with performance. Performance, depending on what you do, you will encounter some level of lagging on here. Whereas on the Tab S6 Lite, you don't have that level of lag that you get here, right? Light, medium to heavy games, you will be just fine with this guy here. Now let's just talk watching movies, like entertainment, right? So I know a lot of people buy the Galaxy Tab A8 simply for watching movies, maybe doing some day-to-day stuff, and it is really nice for that. It's a very nice tablet for that. It's a decent size, 10.5 inches, as I mentioned. The display is pretty nice also, but as I said earlier, the 2022 Tab S6 Lite here has a display that has images that are sharper than what you have here. So user experience when it comes down to entertainment normally would be the same with a slight edge for this one. But you have to keep in mind that unless you have both and you're comparing, you won't be able to tell, right? So you have a budget tablet and you're just using it, you won't be able to tell. I'm just kind of making this video to help you make that decision. If there are other things that you're looking for, hopefully you'll be able to catch those in the video. Now, when it comes down to battery life, I guess, they seem to be about the same, if you ask me. But you can't really gauge how well it's going to do with you based off of my usage, right? So it's going to depend on how you use your tablet. That's really all I can say. It's subjective, right? But I can tell you that it will definitely last the full day. Whether you go for this or this, as long as you use it as intended, you'll be able to see, the full day out of either one of these tablets. Now, obviously, like I said earlier, one of the biggest differences between these two, beyond the support for Samsung DeX, the fact that, it has a better chipset and all of that good stuff, it can play games better. The 2022 Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite here has support for Samsung S Pen, whereas the Galaxy Tab A8 does not. What that means is that, you can buy a capacitive pencil and you'll be able to use it here on the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8, but you won't get anything to be as optimized as it is with the S Pen when you use it on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. So you have a native pen that works extremely well with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite here, whereas on the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8, if you want stylus, you'll have to buy a capacitive one, and user experience with those things is not great. Again, I know a lot of people who are considering buying the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8 don't really care for the pen. So if you are one of those people, obviously go ahead and buy yourself the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8. But if you are looking for a nice user experience, you want that renowned user experience and feedback that you get from Samsung Galaxy S Pens, then make sure you pick up the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite here. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this video short. If you want to get more information about either one of these tablets, I've already made full reviews on them, so make sure to check out those videos, and I'm sure you'll be able to find answers there. So let me go ahead and just give you my take. If you are out there just looking for something simple that you'll be watching, maybe your videos, checking your emails, maybe on the go, I don't know, on the bus, on the train, whatever, in a car, and you just trying to watch some videos on long trips when somebody else is driving, the Galaxy Tab A8 is a nice choice. If you're just looking for something budget, right? If you're just looking for something budget, go for the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite here would be if you're looking for something in the mid-range, right? This should normally just be compared with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 FE, which, by the way, I already made a video on, so make sure to check out that video. So if we were comparing to this, because it's a mid-range versus a mid-range, but if we compare it to a budget like I'm doing here, because some of you requested, if you're looking for performance, you're looking for the better tablet, obviously the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite 2022 here is the better tablet. But if you're looking for value, you would have to go for the Galaxy Tab A8. The Tab S6 Lite does everything better than the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8 here. And that's just my take. And I know that many of you, depending on the region where you live, you may not have other options available. So you may be left with just these two and you have to choose. So if money is not an issue, Tab S6 Lite. If it is, Galaxy Tab A8. If you're looking for the best out of both, it'll be this guy here. If you're just looking for something simple and want to save some money, best bang for your buck, Galaxy Tab A8. That's just my take. Let me know your take in the comment section. Share the video if you know anyone who will be interested in this or who is in the market for either the Tab A8 or the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite here. I'm going to catch you in the comment section. Make sure, of course, to like, subscribe. I'm going to catch you in the next video. Of course, up until that next video, as always, stay safe out there.